Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces September 4, 2023. Anxiety and karma may have been on your mind since early 2023. Things may have just generally felt more constricted and challenging, especially around mental health and motivation. This is because mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster planet, has been spinning in your solar house of privacy, seclusion, and the unconscious. However, he is asleep in a retrograde phase, likely giving you a slight reprieve. Use this period to connect with others and contemplate the karma that you and your relationships carry. Do not be afraid to look at yourself in the mirror. You may need to use today to lick your wounds when the moon in your zodiac sign conjuncts Chiron retrograde in your zodiac sign. The conjunction may illuminate all of your sore spots that you may want to hide in a professional setting. Instead of trying to go around this healing opportunity, you should go straight for it. You have what it takes to get through this period of self-reflection, since it could help you strengthen your professionalism. The lead up to the moon's return to your income sector tomorrow brings you to an important point in any month for having your antennas up while taking a wait-and-see approach. Especially with Uranus, in his first weekend in retrograde motion in your income sector, and Jupiter his last in direct motion, both at a standstill. With the moon here when Jupiter turns retrograde in 2 days, this will get you right inside the tide as it turns. Knowing the right thing to do for your home will be easy today. If your kitchen needs a paint job, plan it for an upcoming weekend. If your knives need to be sharpened so that you enjoy cooking more, knives sharpened, go ahead and get to it. It's important to improve the quality of kitchen life in your home. Whatever it means to you, the heart of your home is the kitchen, because without nourishment we would not be here. You are going through some turbulence in your numerological chart these days. It would be good for you to keep your equilibrium while getting rid of certain ways of behaving. Be open to new ways of looking at things. If you aren't, you could be overbearing today and provoke some tension in your family or with friends. To avoid any breakouts with those close to you, be conciliatory and everything will go for the best. With 3 planets at a standstill because they have just turned retrograde, are about to turn direct, weekend or not, this was always going to be a day to pause. While it is the planets more focused on income, work and career matters that are turning retrograde, in her last full day in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart, Venus is preparing for her direct turn tomorrow. With a balance between work and play becoming more important than ever, Venus is encouraging you to make the most of the doors she is holding open to the past and second chances. At the same time that Mars is spending his first weekend in your relationship sector, Venus has come to a standstill in her last full day in retrograde motion in your romantic sector. This is making this an important day on both the romantic and relationship fronts, with the planets of love and passion promising much on both fronts over the coming weeks. While in her last full day in retrograde motion, Venus is still holding the doors open to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. As we approach the moon's return to your income sector tomorrow, you find yourself at a pivotal juncture in the monthly financial cycle. It's a moment that calls for heightened awareness while adopting a prudent wait-and-see approach. This caution is particularly warranted with Uranus now in retrograde motion in your income sector and Jupiter nearing the end of its direct motion, both planets appearing to stand still in the celestial dance. The presence of the moon in your income sector as Jupiter prepares to turn retrograde in just 2 days places you squarely at the turning point of a significant cosmic tide. During this time, it's essential to exercise restraint and avoid overreacting to situations that may give you the impression that someone is concealing information from you, especially in your personal life. Resist the urge to dramatize these thoughts, as doing so can lead to unnecessary anxiety. Instead, practice patience and wait until you're in a less emotionally charged state before addressing any weighty concerns. Taking a step back and allowing yourself some rest can be greatly beneficial during this period. The moon's recent departure from your income sector has left you not only with a heightened intuition for financial matters but also with a wealth of information that requires careful unpacking. As the emotional turbulence stemming from the recent full moon 9 subsides and Mars no longer exerts its influence in your financial sector, you will find yourself with newfound awareness and motivation on both sides of the financial spectrum. This shift promises a fresh perspective and an opportunity for greater financial equilibrium. Today, the celestial stage is graced by the presence of the moon in Aries, infusing our lives with fiery energy that ignites our passions and stirs desires deep within our souls. This fervent cosmic vibe may lead to impulsive and impatient responses to the matters that come our way, rendering our usual sense of tranquility virtually non-existent. In these moments, it's crucial to exercise caution before reacting hastily. Take a moment to ponder what you genuinely wish to convey or achieve. In the midst of this celestial firestorm, it's essential to set aside unnecessary drama and instead harness the potent energy of the Aries moon for productive and healthy endeavors, particularly when initiating new projects or ventures. However, be mindful of the discomfort that may arise from feeling compelled to accept certain inconsistencies in your life. You might perceive these as elements beyond your control, or perhaps you suspect that someone is not being entirely forthcoming in their dealings with you. Patience becomes your ally during these trying times. Wait for the opportune moment when communication flows smoothly and without disruptions. This patience will likely lead to a compromise solution, sparing any lasting damage to your relationships. Bear in mind that the future is a realm of uncertainty, where change can occur swiftly and unexpectedly. Consequently, it is wise to cultivate a spirit of flexibility, especially in financial matters. If you find yourself contemplating a significant investment or acquisition, exercise caution, for hasty decisions could result in unpleasant consequences. When receiving advice, maintain a healthy degree of skepticism and take the time to deliberate, as the information may not always be in your best interest. In the realm of work, you may encounter periods of insecurity and confrontation. Do not allow these challenges to overwhelm you, even if you lack immediate solutions to every problem that arises. Instead, maintain a composed exterior and resist the urge to exacerbate your difficulties through impulsive actions. Remember that even the most severe crises often dissipate as swiftly as they emerge, leaving room for resolution and growth.